It's that moment of truth when you arrive at baggage claim. You've made it, but has your checked luggage? If not, it's usually somewhere safe, just lost. But not always.
One very much like this was in my bag that fateful day.
This is one of many pieces of diving equipment that Daniel McMath had to replace.
3,800, so enough to make it hurt, I'll say that much.
After a thief stole his bags full of dive gear at Sea-Tac Airport in February. In all, McMath lost $10,000 of gear, which he stores in his Kitsap County garage. Port police quickly found video of the hooded thief. McMath's own detective work,
And I compared that with what I had stored locally and said, oh man, that's my gear all right.
Uncovered his stolen gear for sale online, but police still couldn't make an arrest.
There's no feeling more despairing than watching strangers sell your stuff on the internet.
His case is among a growing number of baggage heists at SeaTac in recent years. Since a low of 97 in 2011, bag theft soared upwards to a high of 477 last year. This year's total so far, 341, doesn't include the busy travel season just ahead.
We have unfortunately had individuals that have come through several times and stolen dozens and dozens of bags until we finally caught them. But a lot of them, unfortunately, are homeless. There's a large population of them that are mentally ill.
The King 5 investigators pored over hundreds of public records, photos, and videos to uncover the people behind these crimes. Last year, Port Police encountered this man at least 4 times in less than 24 hours. Officers found him sleeping next to this missing guitar, which he said wasn't his. He was seen 2 more times after that and was trespassed each time by Port Police. The guitar's owner wonders why officers didn't arrest him then.
I'm surprised the man wasn't taken to jail.
But he wasn't done. A few hours later, the man snatched this suitcase off Carousel 10. He can be seen in the distance in this video, checking a pair of stolen shoes for size to see if they fit. They apparently didn't, because here he walks shoeless by baggage Carousel 12. A bit later, this photo of him stealing another bag, and then he's seen walking through baggage claim, this time wearing a pricey pair of women's running shoes. Finally, officers arrested him rolling around in a wheelchair with another stolen bag, putting an end to his one-man crime spree in baggage claim.
We have brazen thieves that will, steal from this carousel as we do this interview, and we've got people that will wait and try and wait for a bag to go around a few times.
And we got you on video taking product from the turnstile at the airport.
We found some cases are inside jobs. Police confronted this driver for a baggage delivery service after he was caught stealing on camera. He admitted to the crime after police saw the missing luggage on his porch.
Those are stolen. I mean, you guys can come. All I know is this is all I have.
That case was dismissed after the victim declined charges. But the driver was linked to another luggage theft case a year later, 2022. His employer, the UPS-owned company Roadie, says it fired him then. Then there's this case. A Port of Seattle employee was fired when he was caught on video walking off with a passenger's backpack. He told King 5 he was going to turn it over to Lost and Found, but video shows him abandoning the bag later and walking off. In another incident from last year,
I asked him if the bag was mine. He said no, it was his. I asked him again if I could just take a look at the tag in the top.
This passenger stepped off a plane from Florida and minutes later saw his bright orange bag with a man in a restroom stall. Surveillance video shows the man snatching the gym bag before the passenger made it to the baggage carousel. When confronted in the restroom,
Then he started going through his pockets to show us, and he pulled a knife out.
police recovered this knife on the man when they arrested him later at an airport bus stop.
The numbers generally increase with the increased traffic that goes through here.
The port says the increase in thefts corresponds to the record number of checked bags, 30 million last year, and it's taking bold steps to crack down. When changes at the King County Jail and Prosecutor's Office in 2021 made it tougher to book property theft cases, the port signed an agreement to move baggage theft prosecutions to the city of SeaTac and the South County Jail. Targeting repeat offenders, port officers have issued 372 trespass notices this year, nearly 4 times the number they cited a couple of years ago.
Oftentimes when we do see sketchy behavior, we will confront that person.
Port police say the best defense is not to check a bag at all. But if that's not possible, What is your recommendation to passengers to keep their baggage safe?
First, I would try not to put any valuables in my bag. Anything that's precious to you, I would keep it near carry-on. Trying to get to bag claim as soon as possible. As soon as you get off the flight, try and beat your bags to the carousel. Also, I'm a big fan of AirTags. They've been super helpful, and we've actually recovered bags through the use of AirTags.
For Daniel McMath, lesson learned.
I should have been way more aggressive about putting things in my carry-on and like using AirTags in every checked bag. I should have been more concerned.
So what are these AirTag things? You say, well, I have one right here. It's made by Apple, and you can actually track this using your iPhone. I bought this one this weekend for about $27. There are other brands out there as well that are cheaper. And whether someone steals your bag or they grab it accidentally, you can see where it is on your phone, hopefully before they even leave the airport. So it's a pretty amazing thing.
Yeah, and it's a great idea. That we even have to do that is a little bit pathetic.
Absolutely.
Okay, so thefts are up. What about the bags that the airlines lose? What about those?
Yeah, there's an airline industry report this year that calls those mishandled bags. That's their term. That's lost or misdirected luggage. And that number more than doubled at airports worldwide. And that's because of workforce shortages at the airline, record numbers of travelers. Lost luggage is another big reason to avoid checking a bag at all if you can, and certainly don't put anything valuable in that check bag.
The system is just terrible. I mean, it's just terrible.
People wonder why it's so hard to check a bag, and then, that somebody can just walk up and get it. Yeah.